on YouTube. And I'll cover that one more time real quick for us. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, everybody. Real quick, I was going over the ES and the NQ. This is the 15-minute chart. This is a daily supply zone on the ES. We got a nice rejection from it when we had FOMC on Wednesday. It gave us a rejection. Now we broke through it, and we used it now 2 times as support. So I want to see if we want to break back below these lows. Get a lot of people anticipating lower movement into the day, but I'm looking to buy the dip, right? So I want to see if buyers want to step in here on the ES, and I want to see if sellers want to step in it and create some type of divergence. That 945 low on ES right here is the same low I'm watching right here. You see how I have the little eyes? SMT, so I'm watching for an SMT right there. I'm going to change the color of this so we see that it stands out a bit. And those are the levels we're watching. And then again, I put even a little note. They got this cool little tool right here where you could throw a note in there looking for these lows and a reversal. So let's see if we want to take... Now, because of where we are right now, I'm thinking we might take out these lows on ES and hold on NQ, but I do have to see, and we will be patient on this, because if we want to take this out with some strength, where is the other tool? If we want to take this out with some strength and really push lower, I would look for a retest to go lower. But if we get the reversal that I'm expecting, we should either have a quick rejection of these lows, or we should not even break those lows, right? We should find some type of support within this zone right here from 57.51 to 57.47. It's about a 4-point range. Put our long position tool right there, just in case we do get that. And we can look to target these highs up here. So we're looking for a pretty solid 4.5 to 1 risk to reward on that. So we'll be patient and we'll see how this wants to play out. We have the VIX down here. We'll keep an eye on the VIX. Let's see real quick on the VIX. Where is yesterday's open and close? So this is Friday, so that's today. Yesterday's low. Let's do this like this. And text will be YDL, or PDL I should say. Previous day low. We'll do another previous day high. Because remember, if we want to be bearish, we want to see the VIX pushing higher. If we want to be bullish, we want to see the VIX pushing lower. If VIX is in a range, we have to look out for a range. Now we go back lower, come back to that 15, see where we're at. Previous day low right there. So if we want to push lower, that's going to be bullish on the VIX. We are in a demand zone on the NASDAQ. We're not really in the best of demand zones, right, on ES. I don't really have much supporting us here on the ES. We do have a bit of divergence right now, though. See, ES is trying to take out that low. It wicked that low. NASDAQ did not take out that low yet. So just something to keep an eye on. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Discord. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all having a good day and great trading week. Good morning, Jenya, Jim Trader, JPJ, K-Man. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up, guys and gals? Nevada Trader, Nevada Terry, I should say. Yo, Adrian. What's going on, Adrian? What's going on, everybody? Give me half a second. Got a message. I don't know who that is. It doesn't look like it's any of you guys, so we'll pass on that. Let's see, 15 minute, take a look at the 15. So I marked out on the NASDAQ, we had, that's ES, let's get to the NASDAQ. We had this 30-minute fair value gap form right here on top of this 15-minute demand zone. We also had this breaker block right here too. Now obviously we did already run through it, right? We sort of broke through it for a moment, but I want to see when market opens in 30 seconds, how will this 30-minute close, how will this 15-minute close in relation to this zone and this area and where VIX is at. If we could get a steady push up, I might look for a long position like that, just to start. But I don't think, no, 4 seconds. Ooh, 2 seconds. Nope, not getting it. No, thank you. That looks more bearish in my opinion. I feel bears might want to step in there. Look at this basing candle on the 30-minute. Pretty strong drop. I would look for that trend to continue. Same on the 30-minute on the ES right there. So we're going to be a bit patient. Sort of let this try to play out. ES is much weaker. So we could probably look to try to find some type of fair value gap or something on ES. We don't want to be jumping into anything we don't want to be in though, so remember that. OTE real quick on this little push lower. This is a 5-minute chart. We do have an optimal trade entry right there. Let's delete this. Let's put this right here. We'll see how we react to that area right up in there on ES. I'm trying to move this over. Oh, there it is. Alrighty then. Whoa. The chart got big on me. Alright, there's that rejection. I was expecting a push lower here. I'm going to stay a bit patient on it though. NASDAQ has some more strength than the ES right now. NVIDIA had a bit of a strong drop. Oh, this is the 1-minute chart. Forget that. Wow, why did this thing get so massive? That was so weird. Ah, I lost it again. Move this down. This is the NASDAQ right here. Put this right here. Now I wanted to, I was wondering why this was taking up the whole screen. Usually I have it like this, so we could sort of keep an eye on Bookmap, right? You guys want to keep an eye on Bookmap is alright? I'm looking at ES right now. I want to see ES on Bookmap. Let's see. I'm going to see ES on Bookmap. I want to see some type of selling absorption or something go on right up in this zone, right? So this is that fair value gap area. 5768, 5768. Where's our rectangle tool? 5768. So I'm looking for selling right up here on ES. And if I see it, I'll pull it over again. So look, NASDAQ took out this high. ES did not take out that high, so we had a bit of divergence right there, right? Major divergence. NASDAQ rejecting that high right now. ES didn't really give us anywhere to enter. I guess it had a 15-minute fair value gap from here to here that could have been an entry, right? Always coulda, woulda, shoulda when it comes to things like that. Very subjective. That's why I'm not a big fan of them. Supply and demand, as subjective as it is, it's something that has a set of rules. Fair value gaps, you know, if you make your set of rules where I can't enter a fair value gap unless it's in an SMT or unless we have a whatchamacallit, a optimal trade entry, a Fibonacci, okay, well then that's my rule. If I get a fair value gap here, then I can't enter that. And sometimes I might miss a trade and that's okay. We have to know that missing a trade is okay. And like, look, we have another divergence. ES took out these lows. NASDAQ didn't take out those lows. So again, ES is much weaker right now. We're trying to make our way back higher, back to this zone up here. Edit this drawing. Oh, good. They did make it a bit easier. Good. I want selling up here. I already see a heavy seller right here at this. Oh, they pulled it. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. I'm looking for these sellers right up here. On ES, I want to see if we get some sells on ES right up here. Boom, 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 boom. And that would be targeting new low a day. We look for more divergence again. We look for ES to reject that fair value gap. Because that fair value gap rejection will be the SMT divergence as well. Now let's see NASDAQ. What's that blue zone right there on NASDAQ? All right, nothing important. Nothing of significance. Just some highs over there. Did that high get taken out? Yeah. I'm just brainstorming now. Gotta brainstorm, find our next area of interest on the NASDAQ that could work as some type of resistance. Not really seeing it. So NASDAQ doesn't have much resistance, right? So that means that buying could be strong on the NASDAQ. The VIX is below previous day's low, which is bullish. So we have to take that for account. If we come into this zone and we don't see any selling, we break right through it, then there's no trade. Right up in here, I want to see sellers start to step in. VIX is pushing lower though. Again, that is bullish. Bullish VIX right now. NASDAQ trying to break highs. Nvidia's pumping. That's bullish. Apple's sort of near some resistance at the moment. It is quad witching, right? What is it? Triple witching week or something? What's it called?
Triple witching.
Triple witching. And it is not a DJ. No, I'm just kidding. Because it sounds like a DJ name. Triple witch. Wiki. I know, I'm real funny, guys. Alright, let's check this 15-minute time frame before I lose my mind. See if we have any entries for shorts. Again, still looking for this area over here because of that optimal trade entry. I guess it would line up more along the lines of right there. Buyers are getting pretty strong right now. Looking for sellers right up in here. Buyers are, well, you know what it is? Buyers aren't even that strong. Buyers are pretty weak on this push higher. The beeping. Gotta have a little fun sometimes. We have another fair value gap here on that 50%, but that's not the one I want. Could always wait for the 5 to close. I do feel as though we do have some room to go lower. If we could hold lower on the ES. But we have to watch that VIX. Really want VIX to come back above, say, even this black level right there to start. If VIX get back above that level, maybe above 1620 would be huge. But I don't think we're going to get that. Got to remember to look at that daily, guys. Daily was crazy bullish yesterday. So trying to short this right now, not the most ideal without a really clean setup. I got to figure out what happened to my iceberg orders. Because I don't know where they are, but I can't find them on Bookmap to save my life. Here comes that buying. Again, the sort of weak buying right there. Tell you guys what, we'll give me one more push into that, and we'll give that a shot with a short. It's not really giving me anything too clear though on ES to take this short, other than these buyers are pretty weak. I'm looking for ES shorts somewhere up in here. Like right now I have my entry right here in case we wick, because the problem is we missed that tap in entry. See how the 1 minute wants to look. Because listen, if this thing, hold up. That was interesting. Gonna wait a second here. We have any news coming up at all?
Not much today. There is
I want to see one more push to enter shorts on ES here.
something at 10. Let me look. Yeah, 10 o'clock is the Eurozone consumer confidence flash. That's not a big thing. I could be wrong. I could be wrong on that. We don't have any other big events, and we haven't had a big move today other than, I mean, not a big, 30, 40 point spike, I don't think.
Right.
So that could be a trigger point. I'd say we still need to be aware of the 10 o'clock candle.
Okay.
And then speakers start hitting the circuit at 11 o'clock.
Okay. All right, so let's see here, guys. I was waiting for sellers, I was waiting for sellers to step in at this area, but buyers are just very weak.
20.040 would be a good halfback.
20.40. Yes. Yep, for sure. All right, so we might have missed this short entry. But we're going to be patient on this.
Long now.
Oh, going long now? I'd be careful. I know that's Jeremy's thing, right? The whole halfback thing. Don't ask me about it. Ain't no way. I am looking for these ES shorts, though. I do like these ES shorts still. Up in here. Just got to be careful, because if we do want to play the range, we will just make our way back higher. But sellers did show a sign right here that they are active in this zone. So if we get one more push up in there, I'll probably mark it in at 57.6675. 2 ES contract short. Just got to be careful with that daily. Again, daily time frame being bullish, very difficult. I wonder what quant data is doing right now. Yo, keep an eye on ES for me. Let me know if it pulls back. I got my eyes on the 4th monitor. I'll try to keep an eye. No, I guess it's not that hard to keep an eye on each one. Just gotta look down.
Quant data says 42.
Bullish. Quant data says bullish. Gotta be careful on that. But that doesn't really mean much. Quant data says bullish on the net drift at the moment. I do have to understand a bit more when it comes to dark pools and stuff. Dark pools aren't too hard to understand. The problem is I just got to sort of find them on, I got to translate them from SPY price to ES price. I like this for NASDAQ longs a little bit here. But it's the ES weakness that I was looking for initially. Minute 52 left in this 5 minute. 15 also closes in about 2 minutes. So give me one more entry. One more big wick back up. See, like, why is it telling me the absorption is hitting now? It did not show me that before, right? Right? Am I losing it, guys? We didn't see this was not there before. Maybe it's because I have it on automatic? Do I have to apply that? No, it just goes. I don't know. That's weird, though.
Have you checked YouTube?
Man, I am YouTube.
I am.
That's so funny. I was saying I liked those NASDAQ longs. Look at that, man. Let's see if we get some divergence. NASDAQ, bring us a bit higher. Let's tap into that fair value gap one more time. If not, I'll look for this 15 to close. Oh, damn, man. That's alright. That's alright. We're probably going to go to there. So I'm going to be patient. I'm still waiting for an entry on ES shorts, guys. We were looking for this ES short right here. We didn't market order in, so we did not take this trade. But looking, that would have been 15 points on ES with a 2.5 stop loss, 6-1 risk to reward. We're going to be a bit patient right now. See if we want to pull back for an entry. 12 seconds left on the 15-minute, 30-minute. Closes in 15 minutes. 40-minute closes right now, though. 40 minutes closing bullish on the Nas. Oh, nope, not bullish on the Nas. Not too bullish on the Nasdaq. 15 is tough right there on ES. Oh, no, don't give us the continuation yet. Please. Please let me get filled. Ah, boo. I hate being right without being in it. That's alright. It happens. It's gonna happen. Just gotta be patient now. Oh, VIX above that purple level.
I got stopped out to break even, and I think it's going to be a chop day, 60-point range.
Yeah. Yeah, I like ES lower, though. Look at ES has a bit more strength to the downside right now. ES is a bit more pull at the moment. We just wicked those lows again. I don't want to see continuation here. I don't. The reason I don't want to see continuation here is because I want to see us continue this, like, who was that? E. Marcel? Like they said, I want to see chop. We want to see chop. I want to see us come back. I want to see us go down. I want to see us go back up. Tap that. Go back down. Because the thing is, as choppy as we are right now, ES is still substantially weaker. So because it's weaker, I'm still going to be looking for a weaker sell trade on the ES. Nasdaq does look bullish, though. Oh, 15 looks pretty bearish on Nasdaq, I must say. We'll see if we do have any type of reaction to, what is this blue zone on ES I have here? No idea what that is. A fair value gap?
Have you got auto supply and demand markers turned on?
Nah, it's just an old fair value gap. I don't do any of that auto stuff. Not an Autobot. I don't roll out. I roll out of bed. Alright, that VIX is trying to push higher, push back above that previous day low, which again is bearish. Can potentially see some continuation here. I'll tell you what though, if we get some type of run lower here, and we hit this fair value, this would have been our entry, our exit I should say, down here, or right here at this negative 50%. So, say we do come down here, say we create some divergence, ESNQ, that's what I mentioned earlier this morning. Let's see if we can find that real quick on the 30-minute time frame. I was looking for SMT, this purple level on ES, 57.48 versus this purple level on Nasdaq, 19.964. Now the reason these two are so important is because these lows were created yesterday in the morning. So if we break one on one chart and we hold it on the other, that would signal some type of divergence, and divergence shows a shift in market structure, which could be a reversal. So if we get that divergence, I'll look for a reversal either if Nasdaq breaks that low to push higher, or if ES breaks that low to push higher. I wanted the ES to hold this low, but the ES looks weaker right now. So we're just going to stay patient here. We'll see if we get another entry on ES with some divergence. SMT, you down with SMT? Yeah, you know me. You down with SMT?
Hey, Kevin, you got a fair value gap marked out there. Is that on the 30-minute?
This one right here?
Yep.
I think that's the 5-minute. Nope, that was the 5.
Okay, thanks.
Sure. Would have gave us a real nice entry on that, man. That's something. We're just waiting right now. Waiting on this 5 minute to close to give us some idea if we do want to continue or if we do want to push back higher for a moment just to range again. If we do get that push higher, I will be looking for another divergence to play out. If we get that push lower, it's going to be a bit tougher to find an entry for a short. We'll probably just end up waiting even longer. Getting some ticking, which means bearish, some selling coming in there on ES. NQ trying to find support. Pretty strong level around 20,022 on NQ, which is right over here. This is in that demand zone. So we'll see if anybody wants to hold us there to create a higher low on NQ while we create lower lows on ES. Nice pullback right there. Oh, I didn't even realize. I guess I didn't mark it out. I was looking at this 1 minute fair value gap for a potential ES entry. But, missed it. But we're not chasing it because right now we're chopping again. The only entry I would want is back in this 5 minute. I mean, this doesn't look too bad. You know what? We could go crazy late on that one. Let's see. Tapping into it. This would be our entry, either now or not. But it could stop. The problem is if we pump right back up again. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. Just trust yourself. Trust it, trust it, trust it. I'm still waiting for this zone right here. And this could still reject, right? It could still reject. Sellers are trying to step in again. It could still reject. I'd rather not. I want to see some more divergence again. I want to see NASDAQ make another high. The 5 minute does suggest, though, that we're going to continue lower on ES, but I can't really just go short there based off of that fact. So we're going to be a bit patient. Again, I do feel as if shorts are the move here. I am not going to be trying to chase them, though. Did we create divergence again? A little bit. Nothing crazy. Not really. Nothing to... yeah, a little-ish. Not really. No, we didn't. That's what I'm saying. We'll wait. I'd rather get a bigger divergence. I'd rather NASDAQ make like a new high a day while ES is still failing. That's what I want to see. Good morning, YouTube, guys. YouTube, drop a comment, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. What's going on? What are you guys trading right now? A lot of absorption just came into the market right there on ES. So let's see if we want to push up from that. I guess I should also adjust our sweeps indicator. Also turn that off automatic, put that on 100. Alright guys, let's see. Still waiting on, could we wait for the 15-minute time frame? The thing is, the 15 looks very bearish on the NASDAQ. So as much as I do want to try some shorts, I don't want to jump into anything. 15 looks bearish on the NASDAQ. However, Bookmap is telling me we got a pretty heavy level down here on the NASDAQ as well, right at these lows. You see all these lows over here? People have stop orders there. People are waiting for a breakout trade there. This is an area where we do not want to take any trades there. The reason for that is we want to see the reaction. We don't know if the breakout traders are going to be right, the reversal traders are going to be right, if neither of them are going to be right, and we're going to continue to chop. So we're going to wait on that, especially because this is the 1 minute chart. And right now on the 1 minute on NASDAQ, we are chopping. We have a range from 20,030 to about 20,070, about a 40-point range on NASDAQ right now. And that's sort of just trimming it tight. Always got to trim it tighter than what it is. QQ puts, but I'm not liking it. Down 5% at the moment. All right. Let's see. Listen, if we do get a break lower, I'm expecting a break lower. I feel like those puts might do good for you. Just got to be patient right here. We're getting some selling pressure right there on the NASDAQ again, but look at the buying pressure. This heavy level on a heat map right here on Bookmap has been there the whole day. So this is a very strong level. Market is expecting this 20,022. That is this level right here, 20,022. So think of it this way, that heavy level, that's a lot of buying orders, right? So that's a lot of people that might be trying to protect their buy orders, they don't want the market to push below that. However, a lot of times with heat map, these markets work as magnets. But we do have another heavy level around 20,080. Another one that formed and then was pulled around 20,065. So it's definitely a tough read right now. ES is much weaker. Looks like it's ready to continue lower there. I do not see an entry myself. So we're sort of staying out of it right now.
5 minutes till 10 o'clock.
Yep, so let's look at the hourly candles. Let's look at the, is 90-minute close? No, in 34 minutes. 30 minutes close. 30-minute candle closes soon. We'll see how the 30 wants to close on the NASDAQ, right? Because now we took out some buy-side liquidity. Now, if we could create a green basing candle here on the NASDAQ with a strong move lower on ES, we might create a supply zone on NASDAQ before pushing back lower. We are running into this demand zone, though, and this demand zone has not broken on the NASDAQ yet. So it's just something to be aware of. You know, perhaps we do come down here on ES and create that SMT divergence where NASDAQ holds that, Thursday low, and ES breaks that Thursday low. But right now, ES does feel a lot weaker. I almost want to scalp ES short here, but I'm not going to. Where is, you know what's cool, guys, with Market Pulse, you could create a Market Pulse indicator and you could have it combine. So now this is ES and NQ. So now when they're both green, and I'll show you the tool that it creates. Now it creates an ES NQ, what's that, price change indicator. So now it sort of does the math for you, right? So if this one's at, oh, there's some strength, right? They're both pushing lower now, but buyers are stepping in, so we have to be careful. Ooh, is this NQ? NQ's trying to push lower. There's that 20,022, strong level. Let's see if we want to break it now or if we want to hold it. Very strong level right here, but we look much weaker right now, so we're going to be patient. Wait for some type of move. I was still expecting a pushback higher on the ES and the NASDAQ because I want to create some more divergence before we push back lower. It is about 9:57. Got to remember the last few minutes of an hourly, the last 5 to 10 minutes of an hourly candle are very volatile. The last 3 to 5 minutes of a 15 and a 30 minute can be very volatile, and that is because of the timing of these candles. There's some good movement lower. We're seeing some good selling pressure. Let's see if these sellers want to flip and hold. If this support wants to flip and hold as resistance, it looks good for shorts right now. But we're going to stay patient. 205 left. I do feel like this might want to plummet lower. VIX is pushing higher.
It's at the half back of low of day, so it could be pushing higher. Who knows?
Yeah. I feel like I want to give this a shot short. Nice. Oh my god, no way. Alright. Why is it not making the noise, though? I feel like I'm a faker. It's not making the noise again. Are you really taking a trade if you don't hear the execution? Come on now. Settings. Play sound on. Apply to all. I don't know. I'll fix it, but I just took a quick scalp on that. I'm gonna be patient now. I do feel like this is gonna continue. But because of this heavy level right here on the NASDAQ, and now we do have some absorption coming in, and some sweeps coming in on ES, this might be the area where we start to try to pull back. Gotta look at this divergence. NASDAQ is not at these lows right here. ES has broken those lows, so we still have room to pull back. We still have divergence. 5 minute closes soon, 15 closes in 40 seconds. We have the hourly closes. Nice push lower. Let's see if we get this demand zone over here. A few more points. Wow, that's crazy, man. I'm definitely disappointed we missed this 6-1 right here. This entry right here would have been great, but that's alright. We're chilling right now. We're going to keep it there just to remember. We'll go over it. We'll journal it. We'll remember why was this an A+ setup over something else. Well, we had a lot of volatility. Yesterday is one. Two, ES was much weaker. Whenever ES is stronger or weaker in a certain direction, a lot of times that's the direction with the more pull. So because of that weakness on the ES, we had a weakness on the NASDAQ, again creating divergence. ES rejecting a fair value gap at an optimal trade entry. Coulda, woulda, and should have been our entry with target at that demand zone. So that's alright. Could only trade coulda, woulda, shoulda as much as you want, but that will not teach you anything. Coming back to the bottom of this daily demand zone, that's crazy, man. Wow. So again, looking for some divergence. If we could take out this internal low sell-side liquidity here on NASDAQ and take out this SMT low, this 57.48 that I mentioned earlier on ES while holding 964 on NASDAQ, we might get a reversal there. And what we might see is something we've been seeing very frequently lately. And what's that? A dip in the morning and a rip in the afternoon. A dip in the morning, a rip in the afternoon. A dip and a rip, a dip and a rip. So it's only 10 o'clock right now. I'm expecting some type of reversal soon. I'm going to be patient. I'm not chasing any more shorts. This would have been a fantastic short entry on ES right there. I thought I said I wasn't going to delete it. The reason I wouldn't have kept my stop loss all the way up here is not only because it was too wide, but, well, mainly because it's too wide. That's sort of it. But because I was expecting there you go. I was expecting a fast reaction to that zone. Unfortunately for me, I do like to see at least 2 touches. If I went to the 1 minute, this could have counted as a second touch, but on the 5 minute, it really didn't give us that. And at this point, when this 5 minute closed all the way down here, I could have taken a short like this to target a 2-to-1, but to me, a 2-to-1 just isn't worth the risk. I'd much rather risk 200 to make 1200, like the 6-to-1, than risk 200 to make 400. You know what I'm saying? Now, if the probabilities are in my favor, sure, whatever the case may be. We did hit that negative 50% right there. That would have also been a great target with the optimal trade entry. Damn, man. That would have been a real clean trade, dude. That's alright. That's alright. I notice, though, a lot of times I'm better on Fridays, which is good because that's the day I'm trading with you kind folks. So we'll chill on that fact and we'll make our money back. Well, we're green today, so we'll make more money next Friday. But we'll see if we get that reversal this afternoon, right? It's 10 o'clock. How did the hourly candles close? Pretty bearish engulfing candle on the hourly on NASDAQ. Golfing on the hourly on ES. So, if anything, we might not see that. Let's see. Hourly candles on... Let's see. Let's check out the 10 o'clock hourly candles over the past few days. So, this is 10 o'clock on Thursday. Large spike, right? We had, I think we had news yesterday. 10 o'clock on, what is this, Wednesday? A little bit of a wick. But look at the 11. So we'll look at the 10 and the 11. The 10 was a bit of a wick. 11 was continuation. 12 was continuation. 10 was a wick. 11 was a drop. And then 12 was a push higher, right? Now, 10 o'clock on this one. Wick. Push lower, continuation. So it seems as though the 10 o'clock candles lately haven't really been giving us much. Monday it gave us something, gave us a push lower. Last Friday gave us a push higher, and 11 o'clock was continuation. But it seems as though the trend has been chop for the first hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, find our ground, find our footing, and around 10, 11 o'clock, find that direction and trend. So if that's the case and it's only 10 o'clock now, I'm not jumping any guns. I'm not looking for more shorts. I'm not looking to push lower. I'm not looking to push higher. I'm not looking to push anywhere. We caught a nice short. We could have caught a much better short if we did catch that trade up there, which had it mapped out, it was there. Only thing that didn't happen was I didn't pull the trigger. If anything, next time I'll go lighter size, so I'm more comfortable if it does run right to my stop, so I could start to find these setups to trust and not to trust. Because that's the problem with these fair value gaps, guys. These ICT concepts is they become very what's the word? Subjective, right? Oh, this fair value gap's gonna hold in one touch, quick touch. It's gonna hit it, and it's gonna reverse. We're gonna push lower. I'm gonna put my limit order here and just take it immediately. I trust the zone. Or is it okay? We have our zone. We're weaker. Let me wait and see a reaction, right? Because usually with supply and demand, we're waiting for a reaction. We're waiting to see how we react. With fair value gaps, on the other hand, a lot of times we're using those as an area of imbalance to enter in a continuation. With that being said, we have to really look for two things. We had the imbalance that was created right here. So this was our imbalance range, fair value gap. And we had an SMT divergence. We did have NASDAQ keep failing these highs. And that really should have been the clue that, hey, listen, look, we got some SMT divergence. Take this short. ES is weaker. Take this short. And I guess I really got to trust the SMT over the FVG. You know what I'm saying? But it's all a matter of trial, error, back testing, forward testing, and sticking with the same strategy, sticking with the same concepts, night in, night out. Day in, day out. YouTube guys, don't forget, hit that like button. I'll try to keep skipping the ads. It did tell me, though, that YouTube is putting ads at different spots for different viewers, so I might not be able to skip them. I'll see if I can turn that off next stream. Don't forget, join us Monday for another live stream. Discord, guys, I'm going to try to find some consistency with my streaming schedule. I know I just started to go live on Twitch for you guys. What is it? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which is great. Love trading, and I love trading with you guys. I just have to, Jim, give me 1 second to answer your question. I'm so sorry, I'm just seeing it now. I do not see the live stream chat too much. I see more of the mainstream chat. Shit, what was I saying? Oh, live streaming and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be more consistent with streaming for you guys on Tuesday through Thursday. Monday and Friday is definite on YouTube. So that's out the way. Monday and Friday is definite. Trading with you guys, definite. Streaming Monday, Friday, YouTube Bullishbrs. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are up for grabs in the sense that I don't have a set schedule on it, as I'm more doing that on my own time. Bullishbrs is Bullishbrs, and then that is, I would also consider a Bullishbrs stream because I talk about our community. But it's more me saying, hey, you know what? If I am trading that day, I want to go live on stream. I want to stream to you guys so you guys could get a feel and understand, maybe catch some trades with me, make some money with me, and learn something more importantly. So that is Futures Kevin on Twitch. Make sure you guys go like and follow that. Now, Jim Trader, if you're still in here, no, I don't think so. He might be. If you are still in here, I enter trades. Yeah, so you know what it is? I have my, here, I'll show you. I have another trading view window on the other side, and I usually keep it on one little half of my screen because the other half is either ES or NQ on Bookmap. So I basically have two main monitors. The one monitor on the right hand side is the one for you guys. That's this screen where we have NQ or ES Bookmap on the left and the charts on the right. And then I have where I execute my orders on the left hand side with another Bookmap, alright, so if we're looking at NASDAQ here, I'm looking at ES on the other one, and vice versa. That way, I'm not really missing anything. Screen number 4 is a streaming screen. That's for YouTube comments, Discord comments, OBS. I try to fit quant data up there as well. And 4th screen is our equities. Got to watch our equities to understand if we are moving in correlation with them, or if we are getting some type of signal that, hey, you know, Meta and, what's this? Microsoft, Nvidia, and Amazon have been pretty weak, have been pretty bearish. Look for bears to take over, right? And that helps me with my trades, especially on the NASDAQ, because NASDAQ is heavily weighted as a tech index. Jim Trader, if you are still in here, oh, there you are. Try to leave the messages instead of leaving the messages in the live stream message thing. Leave it in the main chat because they don't give you notifications on the live stream one for some reason. So I do apologize for getting back to your answer a little late.
On my fifth screen, I'm watching streaming Netflix, and we're watching, I don't know, Bridezilla. Yeah.
We're watching Paw Patrol.
SpongeBob.
There we go. Yeah, screen number 4 is my laptop where I'm watching SpongeBob. That's crazy funny. So we still have some divergence, right? If we're looking at these lows right here on the NASDAQ, 19981, it's not been taken out. That low on the ES is the pre-market low all the way up here. Again, though, I want to see if we could break that low. I really want to see if we could break this SMT 5748 on ES and hold this 964 on NQ. That's ideally where I would want to maybe look for long positions or see if there's some heavy buying. So here's some good selling pressure coming into the ES again. 4.8 is where I was watching. It does look like we're going to break it right there. Did we get that break? Almost. Very close. Now the thing is, this zone right here is a 30-minute demand zone too. So again, if that's the case, I'm waiting for the 15 to close. I'm waiting for a 30 to close. Give me an idea that it's now time to go long, right? Give me a close like this. If we could close like a red small body above the demand zone on the ES, I will take that long, targeting back to maybe that 50% up there, or the fair value gap. Or, well, essentially, I'd really like to look for a new high a day because of how bullish the market has been. With that being said, though, I still want to see these lows be taken out. This fair value gap right here, we tapped into it, rejected quick. It's like, how do you understand or how do you know, okay, this fair value gap's going to be a perfect entry. I'm taking it right now. Versus this fair value gap's about to get ran through, like, I'm going to leave that one alone. Well, there's really no saying. If anything, the 5-minute, when you're looking at a 5-minute fair value gap, zoom into the 1-minute chart for an entry. You see these 3 taps. All right, there's the break of that SMT. Now, what I'd essentially like to see is a reversal from here, and then I'll take a 1-minute entry and look for a real nice trade, guys. But that's if we reverse from here. We have to let this 1-minute close. We have to hold this demand. We have to see. Well, we could wait for the 5 to close, really. Okay, so the SMT was broken. Nice little push lower. People are still expecting to push lower. So now people who were using this demand zone are saying, we're breaking through this demand. Let me go short. But we might not get much of a run here. 19,96325 liquidity. I have 19,964 on NASDAQ, but I wanted that level to hold. If we do manage to break that level, because now we do have, again, that divergence I was looking for on ES. Very much so want to let that 5-minute and 1-minute close. I want to see a strong pushback higher. If we get that, I'm going in right there like that. So we got that. We took out the sell side liquidity on the NASDAQ. I want to see a push higher from there. ES is much weaker. So if anything, for an NQ long, could even look for just a little 3-to-1 right there. Nice. We gotta hold higher. We really need a good push higher at this point. 15 closes in 21 seconds, and if we're looking at the 15-minute chart, guys, it is still very bearish. So no long entries as of yet. That's why we stay patient when looking for a reversal trade. And I guess that's also why this bearish fair value gap up here was a better entry if we limit ordered into it, because it was not a reversal trade. We were bearish for the time being, not for too long, but on the lower time frame. And on the higher time frame, we had our range. So because we had our range and the lower time frame was bearish, we could have then gotten shorts and targeted the bottom of the range. So just a day of knowledge, a day to learn, and got to remember to just do better next time, and that's all right. I think we're going to continue here, though. 1 minute. We'll see. We will see. NASDAQ had a nice rejection off of that sell side liquidity. I did still want to see ES hold it, too. ES did have a lot of absorption at those lows. I sort of want to take NASDAQ long, but because of the 5 minutes still looks so bearish, I'm not going to. This is a good area to go long, though, because it's the bottom of the range. But if we want to continue lower, then it's obviously not a good area to go long. And that's just a little bit of a no shiznit for you. That sell side liquidity level might be a good area to try some longs. Hard stop would be at this SMT divergence, because again, we're looking for that divergence to play out. Guys, give me 1 minute to just grab a water. Talk too much to not drink enough.
Stay, by the way.
Alright, here comes some sellers. This is the NASDAQ right here on Bookmap. ES, guys, take a look at ES. If we had I wish we had the icebergs. Yo, Marzid, you have your icebergs, right? Everybody else, you guys got your icebergs if you have?
No, I get my data from Tradeovate. They only get it through Rhythmic.
Alright. Pretty heavy level right here on ES on Bookmap. A lot of liquidity sitting there. Let's see if we want to run that before pushing lower. But again, this is an area that I wanted to see us reverse. Goodbye. We could wait for that 30-minute to close. 30-minute will give us a good sign. Oh, you know what we could do too? Do we have that 5-minute? We could use this as an inverse fair value gap if we want to break back above. Like, if we just really start pushing like crazy and we don't get an entry over here, or we wait for the 30-minute to close. So the 30-minute close, I'm going to look for it to close somewhere just like this, right there. So this wick right here, I want us to close above it. Love that, guys. Love that bottom right there. Nice. Probably going to look for NASDAQ longs, to be honest, because NASDAQ was closer to making new high days, right? So we want to take something that's stronger. ES is weaker, NASDAQ is stronger.
Hey Kevin, it's funny. I was going to take that long, but I changed bias 3 times already.
That's the problem. You know what it is? When you change bias, it really makes you question everything. But you just got to really zoom out, you know, look at a higher time frame and just find the range. Let the range be your bias. Sell the highs, buy the lows. That's it. If you don't have a range, that means you have a trend. Even better. Buy the dips, sell the rips, whatever the trend is. But with trading, luckily, with it ranging 80% of the time and having news quite often, it will a lot of the times give us those ranges. And now we see that this is now the low. People who are trying to go short here are making a big mistake. It is probably buy time.
ES is back up to its pivot point, central pivot point.
I want to see. This is tough with the NASDAQ right here. I sort of want to try NASDAQ longs, depending on how this 5-minute closes. "30-minute closes in 10 minutes, though, so it's like, I don't want to jump in longs for the 30 to wreck us. But the 15 looks like it could go bullish, so I don't know, man.
All right, the ES just put in what's called a 180 pattern. 5-minute candle closed down, then the next one closed up. So if we break the high of the last 5-minute candle on ES, that would be a bullish signal. Upside target would be VWAP around 57.61 or 2.
Nvidia's been weaker. VIX had a strong drop last candle. Apple's pretty weak. Microsoft's trying to push up. We are back below yesterday low on the VIX, which is bullish. Look at ES. Nice push on ES. I do want to try NASDAQ here, but we'll see. See if we come back to that sell side liquidity level one more time, or wait for the 30-minute to close. I love that whenever I say let's see, my phone picks it up and thinks I'm saying Siri. I'm gonna try, I might go really light on some like MNQ longs, but I want to see us hold that level again, and quite honestly the weighted index is pretty weak right now, so I don't want to jump into anything that might just run and get into my stop. Weighted index is at the bottom of its range though. We'll give NASDAQ long right there a shot. Stop loss is the previous low. So we're looking for this right here on NASDAQ. NASDAQ long. Looking to play this bottom of the range. Ooh. If we stop out, we stop out. The 5 was looking a little bearish. I was sort of wanting to wait for the 30 to close.
I tried to go 6 points lower than the previous low.
Okay. I'm not a big fan of my entry on that NASDAQ long, but oh yeah, see that? That's why I'm not a big fan. Some selling pressure stepping in. I'm not stopped out of this yet. Not looking good for the longs at the moment. Some buying pressure trying to hold. It's like the buyers are definitely trying to hold. So, not for nothing, I'm not stopping out just yet. Stop loss is still at that previous low, this low right here. So, if we make a new low day on NASDAQ, I'm out. Target's new high a day. 2 minutes left in this 5-minute. Bears are increasing though. There we go. Prove me wrong. Go Bulls. How is our... Nice. There we go. How's our net drift looking? Here we go, some buying pressure. Again, I went long because of these lows over here. I want to see NASDAQ make a new high a day because NASDAQ has been stronger. I want to see us inverse this fair value gap on ES. That will also give me the confirmation that we might push higher. Right now, SPY puts are in control, so people are a bit more bearish at the moment. 1:05 left on this 5-minute. I'm still liking these buyers right here. Really want to see ES break this 57. So I want a 57 break on ES. Nice push there on NASDAQ, and I just want to run higher on NASDAQ. Looking for a 5-to-1 on this. How's the 30 looking? How's the 15 looking? Nice. Good push right there, guys. Let's see. Wait and see, wait and see.
ES is still in this fair value gap, so
Yeah. 20 seconds left. I want to see buying pressure step in. Nvidia has a nice long lower wick, which tells me a lot of trapped sellers if it wants to reverse. And we do have VIX is pushing lower, which again is bullish. So I'm going to hold these longs and wait and see. I do still want to see trapped sellers in the market. Nice push right there. Beautiful.
push, push, push.
Push, push, push. 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 Beautiful. Oh my goodness, guys. Great trade right there. Great NASDAQ long. Still in these. If you're in multiple contracts, you could probably look to scale out of one here into some strength. I do want a new high today, but the problem is if we are weak. But ES did flip that fair value gap. So we're going to wait. We're going to wait. That was some good buying pressure. Wait and see if trend wants to continue our direction. 15-minute looked pretty good on NASDAQ. Really going to be patient here. Got to be really patient. I might get out into strength if we get one more pop. Just because I don't really want to play with profits. It is Friday and it is quad witching. Remember that, guys. Super important to know that. So maybe we get one more strong move higher. I'll look to get out because right now bears are trying to step back in one more time.
Oh yeah, I just got stopped out at even.
You trail stop it?
But when it made that last push, I went ahead and moved my stop to break even.
VIX is still pushing lower, which again is still bullish. I'm going to hold these for a moment. My stop loss is still at the lows on NASDAQ. If anything, I'll move my stop loss to that sell side liquidity level.
Yeah, I think it's still going to go.
Yeah, it still feels pretty good right now. 3:30 left in the 15-minute. I really want to see buying pressure. ES, pretty strong buying pressure. NASDAQ needs to follow. NASDAQ has been stronger today, so I'm concerned that it's lagging at the moment. But wait, ooh, nice drop on the VIX right there. Come on, give me some buying pressure. Let's go, baby. Go higher.
Yeah, I'll jump back in with one.
I'm concerned with this weak buying pressure. I don't want to see it reverse on me. I'd be careful jumping in up here, because again, we could just range right here. We could range and push back lower. We might not reverse. Yeah. Microsoft's pushing lower. Where's my weighted index? Weighted index is weak. Gotta be so careful right now. 2:30 left in this 5-minute. I really want to see good buying pressure, and it's keep failing right now. So I might stop out. I don't know, man. I liked that divergence.
Yeah, I'm
I
out.
like that divergence. I don't know, man. I don't want to get stopped out of a winner. I really want to see some momentum behind it, though.
The cat tried to walk on the top of the TV. Listen out.
Okay. We got about a minute and a half left on this 5. It could dump. It could pump. Market could do anything it wants right here. I'm holding
Thanks,
these
Kevin. I've gotta
longs. All right, man. Have a good one. I hope you were able to catch some profit today.
Yep, all of 22 points. Love it.
All right, awesome, man. Awesome. 22 on ES or NQ?
NQ.
Beautiful. Let's go, buyers. Come on, run this back up, baby. Run this back up. Come on, buyers. Let's run this. Weighted index. Want to push higher? Something. Give me something. A minute left in this 5. Really want to see that momentum in it this last minute of this 5-minute candle. If not, I'm probably just going to get right out. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's tough. That's tough. I'm going to move my stop loss. I don't want to get wicked out, but I am moving my stop loss up a bit so it's above break even. So it's at least a win if we do drop. 30 seconds left. Let's get that volatility. Let's get some volume higher. Nope, not lower, higher. ES looking weak. Not a fan of that. Really wanted NASDAQ to continue.
I'm out.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm holding these. Want a strong push up right here. If not, I'm just going to stop out. My stop is below that previous 5-minute candle low, which is probably where everybody's stop is. Oh, it didn't? Alright, now it stopped me out. Alright, stop me out for a small win. We'll take it. I do feel like it might want to continue, so I'm being patient. And that if buyers step in, I'll get right back in this. We'll try one more time. How'd the 30 close? I wanted that 30 to close bullish. Not the biggest fan. Really not a big fan of those, to be honest. Maybe give me break even. I'll get out break even or I'll get out on a pump, but I don't think this is going to be a winner.
I'm leaning south now.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm out of that. I'm out of that. Real quick little loss right there. Definitely feeling these bears might want to run this again. I'm really watching these lows, though. We still haven't taken out NASDAQ-wise. But that 15 looks so bearish on NASDAQ. 30, 45, 1 hour. I don't know, man. I don't like bulls. I don't like bears, though, I should say. This is what I'm looking at here on NASDAQ for a scalp. Let's try that one more time.
And the NASDAQ have both rejected, the ES anyways, rejected off, is the 200 moving average on the 15-minute. I just happen to have that moving average up, and when I move to the 15-minute, it's like, well, there it is. What do you know?
I'm trying one more long here. Tight stop loss, probably going to run to the stop if the momentum is still bearish. Yeah. Yeah, right to it. Alright, no worries. Small losses. We had that bigger win before. So we're just going to wait right now. Wait and see what the market wants to give us. What's that? Okay. Yeah, I mean, NQ's still not failing really those lows and holding this key level. That's what I was looking at. I'll wait for the 1 minute maybe, but 19,967, next strong level on NQ, which is going to be the new low a day. Maybe we'll make a new low a day on NQ again without ES making a new low a day, and we'll have that divergence. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I really want to try these long again, dude. But that momentum, it's trying to make that run lower.
Don't do it, Kevin. Don't do it.
Nah, man, I'm this low right here. We'll see how this 1 minute closes. Because now we took out another low on NASDAQ. ES bullish divergence. NASDAQ still divergent with that SMT. Hella reasons. Hella reasons. But if that NASDAQ breaks that SMT low, we're in for trouble. But if it doesn't break that low, we're in for a real nice run. So I don't want to be trying to catch the bottom over and over. I want to be patient. That one looks good. Gonna wait. Gonna wait. VIX is trying to push lower. Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. Buyers have it. Buyers want it, at least. I'm gonna try one more down there. And we just got to trust the process. How's the 15 looking? We got time to make one more dip. That's crazy. Who told me don't do it? You're banned. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That was E. Marcel, man. That was
I'm
me.
just kidding. I'm playing with you. I know. I'm just joking. Let's see though.
Northside target 5760-ish.
Gotta remember this range. Gotta remember this range we're in now. 8 seconds. Give me a drop.
Give me a drop. Give me a drop. Let me get out of this market chop.
Ah, that's funny. I'm gonna try longs there. Stop loss is again at the low, so we're going lighter in size because of that. Still looking to trade this range, though I really want to push higher in this range. We took out these lows again. But it's just that momentum, man. Those bears are not giving up just yet. I'm looking for a push to the top of the range. But we're just getting weak again, man. This is the area buyers were holding before. So, gotta be super careful. Oh, we're trying to flush it, man. My only problem is if we don't break that 964, I'm still bullish. Nice to see you guys again. Hey, what's going on, Trade Wolf? What's up? What's up? Yeah, these sellers, man, mean business right now. Vic's trying to push higher again. I don't know, I like that weighted index is trying to hold. There we go. So we're still long right now, NASDAQ. We went back in longs again. We're really looking to trade this range. If we look to the left, our range is all the way to 2070. So that would ideally be our range to go to a new high a day after taking out those low of days. We need momentum in the NASDAQ. We need momentum in ES. Without that, this trade will not play out. Simple as that. Looking at the 30-minute, looking at the hourly, 15-minute, all these different time frames. Good push right there. Nice. Beautiful little push right there, like that. Almost want to add to that some good buying pressure right there, and they're pulling their orders to the upside, which means there's very little resistance above us. So good buying pressure, hopefully to see some follow through. And that ES holding demand after we took out that low, that was perfect. That was a nice play right there. That would have been a pretty clean entry, pretty clean trade. Buyers starting to struggle a bit. Nvidia finding some grounds though, so that's pretty good for the longs. I almost want to add to the longs here because this does look pretty good. But we'll wait a minute. Because now think of all the people who were trying to go short again in these wicks down here. These wicks were telling me people who were trying to go short kept getting trapped in the market. Now if we reverse, these people going short who have their stop losses up here, they're going to end up getting stopped out. That's my target. These people who are short, those people are my target now. So really looking for strong and momentum higher to target new high a day on NASDAQ. Give me a break, give me a break, give me a piece of that NASDAQ bar. Minute 2 left. Because we've been... Ooh, nice. There we go, beautiful. Nice, good buying pressure, good buying volume.
Kevin, full disclosure, I scalped it to the north, so, you know.
Good job, man, good job. Love it. I know I'm thinking of getting out of my longs here because of the tight range we've had, but if we do make our way to new high a day, that would be a huge trade. So 30 seconds left. I'll let this 5 close, and it will tell me if I'm holding or not. Buying ain't giving up right here, guys. Let's go. Huge. Huge trade right there. Huge. 16 seconds left in this 5 minute. I'm definitely considering getting out at 20,020. That was a key level before. That worked as a support. Now let's see if it works as resistance. I want to get out there. So that's where I'm looking to potentially get out of this trade. I don't know. That momentum does look good to the upside. If anything, I'll just move my stop loss higher as we move higher. How's a 15 look? 15 looks good and bullish-ish, sort of. 30 looks okay. The problem is the 30 doesn't look ready to continue higher yet. I guess it can, sort of. I don't know. I'd rather the 30 closed red, which tells me we could still pull back. And I'd rather not be in it if we're going to pull back. I'd rather try to get out at the high of this range. This is the range right now. This is the high of the range. We look to get out at the high of the range, not get in at the high of the range. Well, let's see if we want to break it. Nope. Sellers started coming back in. Pretty strong selling. Coming down to this 1967 over here. Really need to pop back up so I get out of this into some profits.
All right, we just touched the 50% line of this high to low.
I like ES on the 5 minute, looks bullish, so I'm going to hold these. But we could still flip. I just don't like how weak NASDAQ is getting on Bookmap right now. Looks like trash. Same with ES. I don't want to be holding it if we just get weak and we start selling off from here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw the range. I knew the range. So we got to break below that previous candle open. So let's see if we want to push back higher. But look at the weakness again, guys. Very difficult. Very difficult. There's the sellers, and oh my goodness. That's something, dude. Staying patient right now. 2:45 left on this 5 minute. I said I wanted the 30 to close red, and we have 15 minutes for that. This thing could go make another new low a day right now. I'm still in these longs. Don't want to get out yet. Buyers keep stepping in at 19,981. So it's like I don't want to stop out where buyers step in. I'd rather get in where buyers step in. Bit of a push higher here. Let's see if we want to trap these sellers. Really need good buying pressure, good buying volume on Bookmap. That's a pretty good bubble. Not the best. Really want to see continuation here. Not really getting it. At least it's failing, I should say. VIX is trying to push lower. VIX is trying to push higher, I should say. VIX was close to a new low a day. I'm going to hold these longs still. I don't have that much faith in them at the moment. But we could let that 5 close. The 5 could still wick all the way back up, guys. But look at these lower wicks. That's what I'm going with right now. These lower wicks. Telling me buyers keep trying to step in. Sellers keep failing. But if buyers fail to bring us higher, that means eventually sellers will win. So eventually one side has to win. We just have to see which one has more momentum and strength. But right now it seems as though bears are trying their best to bring us back lower again. 58 seconds left in this 5 minute. I'm most likely going to be moving my stop loss up. Not a fan of these longs still. 46 seconds left. I really need a strong move higher. It looks like it's going to fail though on Bookmap. They're pulling their orders to the upside, which tells me there's room to move higher. It's just not giving it. 26 seconds left. Bearish 5-minute candle. 15 closes soon. Maybe the 15 will help dictate where we move our stop loss, if we move our stop loss. 10 seconds.
57.60.
There we
and
go.
then you have to fill your upside target if it goes north.
There we go. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. I like that 15 on the NASDAQ for longs. Going to keep my stop loss. The 15-minute low is unfortunately all the way down there. But I really want to see continuation, guys. Really want to see it. This might be a trade that I end up ending the stream, and the trade just ends up doing its thing. Really want that 15 to continue higher. But Nvidia had a pretty strong candle to the downside last candle. Weighted index also rejecting VWAP right now. Just got to be a bit patient here. What's up, AO? What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, I don't know if you're still. Oh yeah, you are still in here. I don't really see the chats in the live stream message area. Go to if you leave a message in main chat, I'll see that though. So I was looking for longs. I wanted to break above this fair value gap on ES, and we did get that. So I'm really looking for buyers to start to step back in on the NASDAQ here. We're getting a lot of lower wicks, which tells me sellers keep failing. But buyers are keep failing to bring us higher. Should have closed that long out as a scalp. Very unfortunate. Coming back down to this level, this is a level buyers kept holding on the NASDAQ. Trying to accumulate at that level. The 30 was telling me we should try to flip. The 15 was telling me we should try to flip. I'm holding these longs, guys. We're staying patient. It's trying to stop us out. It's keep wicking down to these lows. That 1 minute looks very bearish. Yeah. Gonna be patient. Just gotta wait. We're very choppy right now, very rangy. We're not going short down here. This is the bottom of our range. This is the top of our range. We would look to go long here, go short here. So right now we would look for a long. We would not look to stop out. We would not look to go short. But right now I'm holding these longs. I'm staying patient. I want to play till the top of the range. And I'd ideally like to trade till the top of this range. Give me about 100 points on the NASDAQ. But if we fail it, we're not going to get that at all. Ideally, I was looking for the divergence reversal because of this SMT divergence I saw this morning. Again, not looking too likely at the moment, not looking too ideal, I should say. Sellers are trying to step in with some strength. Yep, alright, I'm going to stop out right there. This SMT right here, I'm still looking for this to be taken out. If that gets taken out, we are certified bears. Ah, ES is holding it, man. That's pretty crazy, dude. That is pretty crazy.
What's SMT again?
When one is making a higher high, one is making a higher low. So like NASDAQ made a new low a day, ES made a higher low. ES did not make a new low a day.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Sure. Like this level right here, this black level, ES made NQ made that low. ES holding that low. ES is holding that demand zone now too. Fix is trying to push lower again. I mean, I'd feel dumb to not try this long, but because we haven't broken that SMT divergence, hard stop is at that divergent low though, 964. Once we break 964, this trade setup is entirely out the door. 20 seconds left in this 5 minute. Really want to see a pushback up. 20 seconds left in this 1 minute too. It's just not looking good. Nvidia's trying to hold the high. VIX is sort of chopping. I don't know, man. ES is holding demand. Nasdaq's trying to hold demand, but it's still failing lower. Just like trash right now. The 5 minute looks crazy bearish. Like, this 5 minute needs to pump bullish and stay bullish, and if it doesn't, then we're out of this. Because the problem is, yeah, it's getting very bearish down here. But that's what the market does. It wants to look like it's getting very bearish. It wants to look like it's doing something. But that 30 minute could still close as a basing candle to push back higher. This 15 minute could still close as a basing to push higher. We don't know at the moment. The 15 could still push lower on ES to push lower. So right now it's hard to tell. I'm still bullish on the divergence, but it's not looking likely. Caught a few scalps with that divergence, but again, right now it's not looking good. Yeah, we're gonna get out of that in a half a second. I almost want to reverse this, but like, look at those levels stacking up on the Nasdaq right there. But it's just the 5 minute, the candles look so bearish. Nvidia's bearish. Yep. Ooh, what did it just do? It just messed me up. Alright, so a bit of a chop day today. We could have had that real nice trade on ES up here. We ended up catching a partial of it, a scalp of it. But I mean, that 6-1 would have been real clean. Instead, we ended up scalping quite a bit of this down and up move. Tried to catch it coming back up, but unfortunately, Nasdaq was stronger in the morning. Then up till about here, ES got stronger. So with that divergence, it's hard to trade that. Just got to stay patient, you know. Time is it? 10:52. Stream's wrapping up soon. It is quad witching. Very choppy. We were looking for divergence play. Did not play out. It happens. It will happen. Probably going to push lower here. Nice. Right into that demand on Nasdaq, right? So still divergent. ES is still holding this demand now. Nasdaq's in a demand now. But no trade right now. We had the quant data was telling us puts were winning all day, right? Quant data puts were in the green, calls were pretty bearish. So we could have kept an eye on that to have some sort of an idea. Sounds like some good selling pressure to step in, see if we want another leg down on this drop. But again, we hit that demand on Nasdaq. We will have to see. Still hitting that demand and trying to reverse from there. There we go. Took a little scalp on that for about 200. But small moves, small moves. Nice drop. Damn, you know what it is? Today would have been a fire trading day had we just took that first trade on ES, and it's just something we gotta journal, hit the books, and say, okay, you know what? One trade is all I need. Where's that trade? Where's that setup? Put more into those setups than chasing all these trades, right? Is 3 chases really worth one good trade? Is 4 chases really worth one good trade? And the problem with chasing trades is when you're chasing, you think, oh, well, if I'm taking more trades, I have a better chance of making more money. But that's the opposite. The more trades you take, the more of a chance you lose more money. You're putting more risk out there. Each time you enter a trade, you're putting risk out there. There's no reward without risk. Again, for me personally, this fair value gap that was created on the 5-minute, the rejection we had the divergence. This should have been a bread and butter type of trade. This should have been a real simple done deal right there. Because of the demand zone down here, we saw the range, and that's just, again, it's something I gotta journal, something I gotta note, log, whatever you want to call it, and do better next time, right? Let's see.
Well, I'm at 75% my daily profit.
There you
and
go.
On a day like this, I'm gonna call it right there.
That's a very good idea. Very good idea. Weighted index down here looks like it's ready to continue lower. Tells me NASDAQ probably is too. Right, so it's like you could look to scalp this lower, but when you scalp, where's your entry, where's your exit? If you get a short right here and we pull back, are you stopping out just because we pull back? Are you putting your stop loss all the way up here? You got to wait for a pullback. You got to wait for an entry. This was a nice setup, man. That doesn't happen often where we get a pre-market setup like that. This setup, this fair value gap was created at like 9 o'clock. This fair value gap close. It failed to close above this fair value gap. That should have been my sign that, hey, you know, maybe we're not going to reverse. But still just got to be patient in a sense that we could still reverse. It is still only 11 o'clock. The market has been reversing at 11 and 12 o'clock lately. There's still a chance. But for right now, 15 was very bearish on ES. This 15-minute candle, basing, strong drop. We'll have to look for continuation lower on ES. Maybe to 57.30. So now we could wait for this 5 to close, see if we create a fair value gap on ES, and take that short. But damn, man, we almost caught the top of that ES trade. We woulda, we coulda, woulda, shoulda. I usually wrap the stream up around now, but I really do want to see how this 5 closes. Give me a few minutes, just sort of wait it out. 2 minutes. Coming out of a demand zone, coming out of a liquidity sweep on ES, demand zone on NASDAQ. I want to see how the 15 closes. I want to see everything.
It'll make your head explode.
I want to see a fair value gap form right here on ES to take that short with a close somewhere over here on this 5 minute. So we got a minute 22 left. I was watching NVIDIA too, was weaker. NVIDIA was trying to drop lower. Microsoft's dropping lower. Apple's been the strongest of the stocks lately. Look at that. Even though we've been pretty bearish, Apple's been pretty bullish, trying to stay strong. Amazon's selling off, new low day on Amazon. Gonna feel that on. Yup, right there. Love it. I want to see if there are any other zones coming up to target, but I really don't see any other zones.
Well, you can always do the measured move from around 8:45 to now. Actually, 10:10. I've got that marked as a zone. So a 50% on the ES would be 50 south, 57:32.
Yeah.
Closed outside of the zone yet.
Yeah, it's also a little hard to take shorts here now because we're coming into a demand zone on NASDAQ. But I'm probably going to look for a short. Last trade of the day, ES 57.4875. This fair value gap right there. If it wants to give us a pullback to that zone. Throw a book map up over here. The selling has been pretty weak to the downside, right? We're not getting an enormous amount of selling in the sense that we're getting strong selling bubbles, but just low volume is going to do that, right? It's going to either give us chop or it's going to give us a drop. No support, we're going lower.
Alright, I'm in an ES short targeting 57.32.
Nice. Yeah, 15-minute looks real good for the bears. So again, I'm looking for these shorts right up here, 57.48. 57.48. And look, 57.48. Last time we were at 57.48, there was a strong buyer right there. So there is good volume in there. Come on, pump back up. Give me a pullback.
No.
Do it. We got 57.40s pretty strong to the downside on ES, another 3 points. It's very dry volume. A lot of look at this, look at that volume. Oh, market heard me. I said dry volume. The market said, "Excuse me. What'd you just say about my volume?"
It said,
Do I look fat?
It's yeah, right? Is this volume make my candlesticks look fat? That's funny.
All right, I'm calling it. Appreciate you, Kevin. Thanks, Marziti.
Yes, sir. Be good. Have a great weekend. Hopefully you close the day green.
have a good weekend.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
All right, we're trying to pull back.
Push, push, push.
Pull, pull, pull.
Do it, do it.
Yeah, I mean, this market ain't really giving us nothing. You know what'll happen? I'll walk away. It'll tap that fair value gap, then go continue. It's exactly what'll happen. I'm not crazy disappointed over this trade that we didn't catch, but I am disappointed over this trade that we didn't catch. That's wild, man. $30 in this 5. Again, very low volume. I don't know if we have any events coming up today. I don't think we do. Nope. 10 seconds left. Give me a pop. 57.48. Let me get my entry and then I'm gonna wrap up the stream. Come on now. Come on, market. I got things to do, please. Market's like, well, you should have took this one before. Would have been done by 10 o'clock. That's alright. That's alright. Setup, fair value gap. On a weaker SMT. Yes. Look at the volume, guys. It's very dead volume right now. Give me 30 seconds. I'll be right back. This thing's moving slow as molasses. I think molasses even moves faster than this. Did we get our entry yet? No? Alright.
No.
And like the daily time frame ain't even bearish. We're at the 50% of that previous candle. NQ with some weakness. Next NQ level is 19,900. About 26 points away on the NASDAQ. Next ES levels 57.48, which is our entry, and then 57.40. So about an 8-point target, 2-point stop loss. I'd rather go for 30s. 36 is pretty strong too on heat map. Hit me ES one more time. Bam.
Chop, chop, chop.
Yeah, for real. Market's like, alright, we're done. Done for the day. Market said it's done for the day. I wanted a retest of this fair value gap while this 15 was still open so we could continue on this 15. So we have 6.5 minutes left. I want a push higher on this 5, one more push on the next 5 to touch it, and then a quick rejection lower. Nope, the bears are here.
Buyers are getting exhausted.
Yeah. Again. I don't know, we'll see. Every time we do try to push up, we do get a lot of absorption and sweeps indicators. NQ still a bit weaker. 30 seconds left in this 5 minute. Doing absolutely nothing on ES. Again, look how low this volume is. And when you zoom out, barely any volume, except maybe some big green volume bubbles. Only hope is that when the next candle opens, a little volatility kicks in. We're just chilling right now, guys. Ain't much going on in the market. It is chopping around. VIX is trying to push lower yet again, which is bullish, but it is, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Market is still much more bearish. I am still looking for this short setup here on the ES. Sellers might just take it.
It's their time. The Bulls have been
All
trying to
day.
buy it up. Bulls have been trying to buy this up for the last 10 minutes. They ain't made it, so they're exhausted.
Man, Bull's been trying to buy this up since 9:30. Nah, ES has been much weaker. That was those shorts were the play. I don't know. I flipped to try to go long on Nasdaq because I thought the bullish divergence would hold higher than the bearish divergence, but it didn't. So that's something, again, we're just running with statistics, we're running with stats, we're running with probability. And that's just how we got to trade. Find our zones, find the probability, minimize your risk. That's it. Capitalize on your reward. So if we do get that test of this fair value gap around 57.48, I guess I would still take it short. The reason is because that was that level of support, that 57.48 area. Now it's resistance. Now fair value gap lines up in it. And I do see that today some fair value gaps have been holding. So with that in mind, I am still looking to see if we want to come and test that before we push back lower again.
Well, remember the trend over here has been bearish all day as well.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, I'm not gonna stay. We'll be here all day if I try to wait for this. I'm gonna throw some alerts on there. You guys hit me up if you got any questions. Kevin.Futures Instagram, Bullishbrs Instagram, all that other fun stuff. Have a great day. Happy trading. Hope you guys were able to take some good trades today. Catch that trend. I know I was trying to go long NQ for a little bit there, but those shorts on ES definitely did pay pretty well. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Happy trading and have a great weekend.
Have a good one. Later.
Later.